Okay, students, let's start our coloring experiment with this small piece of paper. This is a 6-inch square art paper. It may be a 200 GSM. Okay, just to make the our pond and water waves design on it with pencil. After after the pencil, we have to apply this dark yellow outlining. After outlining, clean the pencil marks. Okay, this is the first step. After that, we have to apply 3 color washes. One is zap green, and another one is Prussian blue, and last one is lemon yellow. Okay, so let's check how can we apply these 3 colors. Okay, here our color mix is ready. The Prussian blue, zap green, and lemon yellow. Okay, first of all, just make it wet, the paper, and I'm going to give some lemon yellow. There is no restriction to start with yellow, where to start or where to apply. You can apply anywhere. Okay, and here and there, just make a balancing. It's a 4 side or something. Okay, it is just an experiment. You just practice the coloring. Okay, and blur it with the water. Okay, and then next blue wash. Just keep in mind, do not put on the lotus. You can apply the stems and everywhere, but leave the pond and lotus sorry, the lotus and the lotus buds. Okay, you can mix the colors with the 3 colors. And now I am giving zap green. I think if you practice in canvas sheet, it will be more easy, because the color absorbing in canvas is very slow, so you can mix easily, but for practicing it is the best way in paper. Okay, now I mixing with all 3 colors here and there. I already told you there is no rules. You can apply as per your idea, because in this exercise you have get more control over the brush and the water content, everything. So just enjoy with the practicing mode. That's why I give this suggestion in small paper. If you practice in this small paper, you will get the perfect idea how to make in our main sketch. So practice this paper. And use enough water, plenty of water, to mix these colors between other colors. Okay, so almost our background color washing is finished. Okay, okay, here I just leave the lotus and lotus buds, and rest of the all places I filled with the water color washing. Okay, and now we are going to wait for a minute just to dry, and after that we have to apply the dark shades, then we will get the exact picture. Okay, okay, now it's dried, and now I'm going to give a dark lining over the waves. This is zap green, and just give the way. Okay, now we complete the next step. It's darkening those lines with zap green. You can use the Prussian blue also for this outlining. Okay, then next step is we are going to give shades. We will use both colors, the Prussian blue and zap green. Okay, just to start with the zap green, the same color. Okay, the same Bindujam method. Okay, Just watch carefully where the shading comes. Okay, the outside of this water waves. Okay, it takes little dark blue, means Prussian blue. It's also the same way, just those blue also. Just mix with it, then you will get another shade. I think it's more dark. Okay, okay, then do one thing, just complete with the green shading first. Okay, it's very time consuming, a lot of time, and you must have the patience to finish in a good quality of shading. Okay, after giving a dark dots bindujam, just make very lighter color, and also the pressure, it is very important. Just give a very small amount of color, and the pressure must be in a further touch. Okay, do not press more, just give further touch. That's why I said it is very time consuming, and it challenges your patience, definitely. So these exercises you have to practice, because in mural painting this Bindujam method gives a perfect feel for the painting. So the time consuming, you should not bother about that, because the result is that much satisfied. Okay, see, I take very light color and low pressure on the brush. the blue shade also very lightly, just take very low amount of blue. See the pressure, right? Just touching it. It's a further touch, you know, because if I give much pressure, the nature of shading will be changed, and we will not get that even texture. But in canvas sheet it is much more easier, because the paper should absorb the color very fast, but in canvas we can crawl the brush it's a much amount of time. Okay, and make sure the darkness. Okay. So this is the process. It is, if I give a full audio video, it's a time consuming process. So just understand the process, the steps, and practice this small piece of paper, then you can continue with the main picture, canvas or big sheet. Okay. So almost our shading is completing. This is just the routine process. Actually, you have to make it more beautiful by taking much time and your patience and your brushing skill. The final touch of this shading is very gently touch, and the pressure should be a needle, actually a needle touch. Okay, otherwise the brush strokes visible more, they will not blend properly. So just enjoy the process by making this shading process. Otherwise, if you are in a hurry, do not try to shading the process, because in a speedy way it will not get the desired result. Okay. Okay, now we can give a small strokes again over the stroke. This process it is better use 000 brush. Okay, with this 000 brush, the strokes become a fine narrow line. We can make a narrow line. And it is not a black lining. It is a mix of Prussian blue and green. Okay, I think it's enough for this painting. In mural painting we applying black for the final line, but in this sketch this is enough. So you have to make this kind of small paper sheet and try this design and practice the coloring. Make at least a 5 sheet of paper and sketch this lotus, one lotus, one swan, and different type of lotuses and a swan in different papers. Okay, Okay, then we are going to color the lotus and the lotus bud, including the lotus leaves. Okay. Here we take a scarlet lake for the lotus. Just take very little color of the brush, wipe off the excess colors, then just touch the top of lotus. And then merge the color, add little water, very carefully touch the bristles in the paper, because lotus leaves is very small area, so carefully color the petals. In the same way for the buds also. For the perfection, you can use the white color also, just mix with the red. Here I just use the red color, scarlet red and water. If you want more perfection, you can apply the white color also here. Okay, then I'm going to give a lemon yellow for lotus leaves. And again just give some green line for the center. Some nerves of the leaf. Okay, for a more perfection you can give some blue touch over and there. Okay, so this is the same way. In the same way you have to practice and complete at least 5 pieces of this size paper. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Just give some. Okay, so keep practicing and just send the final pictures. I will correct it. Okay, thank you.